Okay, I'm going to be making an oval basket, and I'm using a 1/2 inch t-shirt yarn, and I'm using an 8mm crochet hook. So we're going to start off doing a slip knot. So you just put the short end over the long end and pull the long end through to make the slip knot, and then you put your hook through, tighten it up, and then we're going to be chaining 10. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to chain 3 more. Here's 1, 2, 3. Okay, my basket is going to be a little longer than this. It's going to come out probably about this much on both sides. It's going to be a little longer. So now I'm just going to go into the second chain from the hook, skip that first one, go into the second one, and I'm going to put 3 single crochet. So you just yarn over and pull through both loops. You put your hook through the same stitch and pull up the yarn over and pull through. Okay, so there's 2, and I need 1 more. Go into the same stitch, pull it up, yarn over and pull through both. Okay, now I'm going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way down. So 1 in each stitch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Now this last one, we're going to put in 6 single crochet into this last one. So here's 1, 2, 3. Now I'm working over this tail right here, so I don't have to weave it in later, and I can also tighten it up too if the hole gets a little too big. 4, 5, 1 more, 6. Okay, that's 6 single crochet into that one hole, that one stitch on the end. Now I'm going to do 1 single crochet all the way down until I get to the round part on the end. So 1 single crochet into each stitch on the other side that we just did. So we're going to put it in this one right here, 1 single crochet. Okay, the next one, 1 single crochet. The next one, 1 single crochet. Next. The next one. Okay, there's the next one. 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 Okay, there's the next one. Okay, now we put in 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Now we need to put in 3 more to make 6. So there's 1, 2, and 1 more makes 3, 6 total. Now we're going to slip stitch it into that beginning, that first single crochet. So you're just going to put your hook in through that top part of the single crochet, pull the yarn through, and then pull the yarn through the loop that's on the hook. Okay, and it should look like this. Okay, now we're going to go into this next stitch right here, and we're going to go into the back loop. It's easier to work, I think. So I'm going to work into this back loop only. If you like, you can work into both loops, but I like going into this back loop because it's just a little bit easier. And I'm going to put 2 single crochet into the next 2 loops, to the next 2 stitches, 2 single crochet. So there's 1, 2, and we're going to go into the next stitch. 1, 2. Okay, now we're going to do 1 single crochet all the way down until we get to the round part. So here's, and I'm working in the back loops. You don't have to. I just find that it's easier to do. Okay, my rubber part is coming off. I'm going to have to put it back on before it slips all the way off. There we go. Okay, now once we get to the round part, you can go ahead and put a stitch marker right here and right here to help you determine where the round part stops and the straight part ends. Or you can just look here and go up, but if you're not that experienced, then I recommend a stitch marker to help you. Now we're going to put in 2 single crochets into each stitch all the way around. So here's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that was 2 single crochet, and the next 6 stitches is what we did. Now this is the straight part, and right here is where you would put another stitch marker. So now we're going to just do, see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 1 single crochet into the next 11 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now we need to continue doing the 2 single crochet in each stitch. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 4. 2 single crochets in the next 4 stitches. There's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we need to slip stitch it into I'm just going to slip stitch it right in here. This is the single crochet. This was just where we started. So just put it into the single crochet, the one that you did, and just slip stitch it together. Okay. Now it should look like this. Okay, now we're going to do, we're going to go into this next stitch right here, and we're going to put in 2 single crochet. There's 1 and 2. Okay, the next stitch is going to be 1 single crochet. Okay, now this is where the straight part begins. This is where your stitch marker would be. So we need 1 single crochet in the next 11 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now this is where the round part begins. So we're going to do 1 single crochet in the first, and then 2 single crochet in the second, and then 1 single crochet into the next, and then 2 single crochet into the next. We're going to repeat that all the way around. So there's 1 single crochet into the next, and then 2 single crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2. 1 single crochet into the next, and then 2 single crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, and then 1 single crochet into the next, and then 2 single crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, and then 1 single crochet into the next, and then 2 single crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, and then 1 single crochet into the next, and then 2 single crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, then 1 single crochet into the next, and then 2 single crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2. Okay, now the next 11 stitches is 1 single crochet. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. My rubber part keeps slipping off. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now we're going to do 1 single crochet into the next, 2 single crochet into the next, 1 single crochet in the next, and then 2 single crochet in the next, until we get all the way to where we started, to that first single crochet. So there's 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 single crochet. 1, 2. Then 1 single crochet into the next, and then 2 single crochet. 1, 2. Then 1 single crochet into the next, and then 2 single crochet. 1, 2. Then 1 single crochet into the next, and then 2 single crochet into the next. 1, 2. And then 1 single crochet into the next, and then we're going to slip stitch it to the beginning stitch. Okay, and you don't have to cut it off, I just ran out. And this is how it's going to look. Okay, I'm going to go into both loops this time. So go into both loops. And actually I'm going to do a slip stitch. So I'm just going to, this is what you're going to do, you're going to slip stitch it onto the next one. Because we're going to start making our walls now. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go into the next one and pull that yarn through, and then you're just going to slip stitch it. You're just going to pull that piece through the loop that's on the hook. Okay, you're just going to slip stitch it all the way around. 1 slip stitch all the way around. 1 in each stitch. If you find the video helpful and you liked it, please consider subscribing to the Hook and Loops channel. I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean a whole lot to me. Today I'm working inside. It's cold outside, but I've got a ray of sunshine coming in through the window, so I thought I'd take advantage of it and do a video. So hopefully the lighting isn't too bad. I'm going to try to work in that tail. Oh, that's that tail right there. Okay, now I just have to slip stitch it together. Slip stitch it to the beginning stitch. So go into both loops on the top and slip stitch it together, so it should look like this now. Okay, now we're going to do one single crochet into each stitch around. So just go into the next stitch and go into both of the loops that are on the top. It's going to be a little tight, and do one single crochet. So now we're just going to do one single crochet all the way around. And from here we're just going to do one single crochet all the way up. So you can keep going around. And pretty much that's all we're going to do, is one single crochet into each stitch all the way around. And we're going to keep going until it's as tall as we want it to be. one more stitch. Okay, now we're just going to slip stitch it together. Slip stitch the beginning stitch with the end stitch to close up that round. Okay, now we're going to do one single crochet into the front loops. We're going to do one single crochet into the front loops all the way around, and this is going to create a rib in front of the baskets that we will use later on. It really gives your arm a good workout. So now you can see that decorative rib right there. So I'm going to have ribs on the outside. I'm just going to slip stitch it into that first single crochet stitch, just like that. And I bring out a yarn again. Okay, now do one more row of single crochet all the way around in the front loop. Just going to chain one